Hey, boys and girls, it's Thursday, April 16th. Thank you all for tuning in today. And I do want to say I looked at several of your plans already and saw that you watched the video because you included that secret word. So make sure you watch the video to the end to include that secret word in your plan or in your writing. Now, today is Thursday, and I just want to give a brief update about what's happening tomorrow. So, tomorrow's the last day of school as you know it, and then we have April break, so you won't have school for that duration. There will be packets posted in the Google Drive for a break work for you to do, but most of your teachers will probably not be posting videos online. Saying all that, tomorrow we're not going to start a new writing assignment. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit different since we only have one more day. I don't want to start writing on Thursday or sorry on Friday and then only plan that one day and then have off 10 days and then come back to it. So tomorrow we're going to be doing some editing work and I'm going to post that um, in the link to the video for tomorrow. But I want to make sure that you watch the video after you've done the work. So make sure you do the work first, edit the paper, and then we'll just go over it together. So tomorrow will be more of a word study writing lesson, but I want to make sure um, that you see and hear this today. Watch the video after tomorrow's work. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's get started with writing today. So you should have read Healing with Happiness. It's a good thing if you, again, go back each day and read this before we come back together. Fortunately, our work did save here, and we already have our stuff highlighted. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize my windows here. Whoops. There we go. And I'm going to pull this window, and now you can see. Nope. You can see what I am thinking. So that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to 45. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and let's start by writing our topic sentence down right now. So make sure you indent. And let's get that topic sentence right under your plan or wherever you're writing at. Okay, mind yourself with the question. The prompt was, how did Hunter Patch Adams help people? Write yours, and then we'll write mine. Okay, so I have my topic sentence down. Hopefully, you have yours. Let me read mine to you and just tell you a little bit about it. So I wrote the Dr. Hunter Adams, also known as Patch Adams, is a famous doctor who helps many people. Now, I actually went here because in my prompt it says, "How did Hunter Adams help people?" And I wrote "helped," but that's the wrong tense because this doctor's still doing it today. So I want to make sure I'm using the correct tense here. Um, so I'm going to say the Dr. Hunter Adams, also known as Patch Adams, is a famous doctor who helps many people. All right. So that's just what we did. Based on the prompt. Let's go ahead. Let's get into detail number one right now. I'm going to highlight it and we're going to write about it. So we said Adams became a doctor, and Adams was silly and friendly to make people laugh and care for. So if we go back in our text, we can go back to paragraph 4. Adams decides to become a doctor. Let's read this together. It says during his medical training, he developed his own style of working with patients. When he talked to sick people, he wanted to understand how they were feeling. So he was friendly and thought of ways to make them laugh, hoping to make them feel better. Sorry, the text is really small. So let's go and this is kind of our framing bit. It's going to set up our paper, but also explain our first detail. So why don't you write your first detail out right now? I'll give you a few minutes to do that, and then we'll come back together and do mine. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, so maybe you're done, maybe you're not. If you need more time, just pause the video and let's write our first detail. So I'm going to say at early age, um, Hunter decided wanted to help people and become a doctor. All right, let's go back in the text. Let's take a look. So he decides he wants to be a doctor. We can mark that off. Let's unhighlight that right there because we just talked about that. And now let's talk about the silly part. So we underline this line here. He was friendly and thought of ways to make them laugh. Again, we're always bringing it back to how's he help people. And I'm gonna write mine. Let's say something along the lines of Hunter. Say Patch. Patch um, decided to help his patients by getting to know them and making them laugh. Again, whoops. This sentence right here, it ties it back to how's he help people? Well, he gets to know them and he makes them laugh. And now I'm going to add a little bit more on this based on this paragraph here. But teachers were not pleased with the way he was treating patients because it sets us up for the next two details. So I'm going to add something like that in there. Um, let's keep on patch. I'm going to say Patch's teachers didn't like the way he treated people. Um, Hi, Jovi. Treated people. Let's go into and let's start. Sorry, Jovi's going outside to blow bubbles. Let's go into our second detail right now. So why don't you write your second detail? I might add another sentence, or I might just flow mine into. I think I'm gonna wait for my and add it into my second detail here. So add your second detail. Go back in your text, find what you're gonna put in, and write yours. Okay, so now I'm going to use what the sentence I just wrote here. Patch's teachers didn't really like the way he treats people to flow into this sentence. So let's go ahead and let's say something. Um, I'm going to say as a result of Patch's. Let's how do we want to word this? Um, Patch um, decided to start his own hospital with a few friends. This way, Patch could treat patients with friendliness bleh, and laughter. All right. So now we can again go ahead, Toby. Always a cat. Every video there's a cat scratching, and it's ridiculous. We can go ahead and we can drag cross this one off because we just explained this, and now we can go into the supporting detail and tie it back to how he helps people. So he helps people by, opening that hospital, and the patients could garden, fish, and watch the dance performance. So let's add that in there. Um, at Patches Hospital. Whoops. Hospital. I can't type for some reason today. At Patches Hospital, um, his patients could garden, fish, or even watch a dance performance. I'm going to take that right from my plan. Um, and again, I'm just going to keep tying it back. I'm not always just writing those two sentences. I'm constantly trying to tie it back to that prompt. So Patch was able, able to help um, many people using this different style of medicine. Okay. Again, that's the one sentence we want because we want to make sure we really come back to the sentence about how he helps people. Okay. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's highlight that. I'm going to highlight my third detail. You go ahead and write your third detail right now. Go back to the text. Make sure you're constantly going back to the text. I'm going to go back, reread mine, and then I'll write mine. I'll give you a few minutes to do the same. Can I help you? Okay, so I wrote Adams trains other doctors, and I'm going to continue talking about how he helps people. Adams, whoops, Adams. Let's say Patch. I'm going to stay with the same pronoun here. Patch. Uh, let's say Patch didn't just stop there. Patch continued to help people by training doctors to treat people just as he did. Okay. All right. So we said Patch was able to help many people using this different style of medicine. Patch didn't just stop there. No, he didn't. Patch continued to help people by training doctors to help people as he did. And then let's finish it up with this sentence right here. He, let's say, finally, Patch, whoops, capital, name Patch, um, offered free health care to help people. All right, let's write a concluding sentence. So write your concluding sentence, then I'll write mine. To say Patch is truly a special doctor. I'm going to say with a heart of gold who helped many people. Again, I'm just trying to get things new, keep them fresh. Just vary it up a little. So Patch is a truly special doctor with a heart of gold who helped many people. Something a little bit different. So hopefully this helps, boys and girls. Again, I'm making sure you guys are all watching the videos because I'm seeing a few people that didn't watch the video at the end of your writing. Mr. Gilbert has his where I live, the Greater Dairy Turkey Trot shirt on. So today, our secret word that you're going to write at the end of your writing is turkey. Okay, you need to have that in your writing so that we know that you watched the video. Make sure you're watching the video tomorrow after you do the work. So we're not going to do it side by side. Tomorrow, you're basically going to be checking it. All right. Um, that's all for today, folks. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye.